Hey, y'all. What's going on, ladies?
Hi. Well, I survived reselling in August 2023, but today we're going to talk about September, and I'm really glad or not September. Yeah,
Yeah,
September. Oh my gosh.
she doesn't
Whoa,
even know what
whoa,
year it is anymore.
whoa.
It's fine.
Last month before we entered Q4. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
are.
Joe and Nicole, for this shirt. This is awesome.
Isn't
And
it
I feel so
awesome?
inspired. Like, I
There's
feel
so,
like
Sweetest.
when I put it on this morning, I was like, yeah, you know what? I did survive August. It was the lowest month we've ever had because of my move, not because of any other circumstances. But yeah, I survived and things are picking up. Yeah. How about you ladies?
woof, woof.
Things are picking up.
Samantha, you're dark over there. What's going on? Is it raining?
Dark. It's getting ready to. It is pretty dark.
Oh,
We're supposed to rain for the next 2 weeks, so I'm really happy that we're going to Vegas in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
so
yes.
how was your last month?
Mine was good. Not phenomenal, but it's definitely trending up. We're getting better. Even the last couple days, I'm like, this is normal. All right, this is good.
This is
Let's
Q4.
Yeah, this is right. There are stacks on my porch again.
Love it. Ladies, say hi to the Dawn. Hi, the Dawn.
Hi,
He's
Hi,
Dawn.
here.
Dawn. How are you? Let us
Dawn's
know
back.
how your September was in the comments here. We'd
He's
love
not
to
just
know.
Dawn. He is the
He's
Dawn.
the Don,
The
right?
Dawn.
He was Don, but now he's the
He's
Don.
the
Yes.
Dawn. Yes. Hey, Jill.
Oh, and Jill's in the house. All right, Samantha, I'm going to put you on the spot. What is it? What's Jill's business name?
Oh,
I've been training her.
Truck Relics.
Yay!
I don't know why I have an issue with that.
I don't know. The logo's so cute. It should just.
I know. It's so
stuck
great.
I always
It's so
imagine
great.
an adorable truck with the tree in the back and some buffalo plaid in there.
Mhm.
I can imagine the vibe she's going for. But
Yeah. Dawn inching up.
Awesome.
Inching
So,
up.
Molly, you were on vacay. So I want to know what it was like to unplug and your thoughts coming back to all this ridiculousness.
Wow.
I mean, after you were done crying because you missed me so much. You don't need to talk about that part.
Yeah, I did go through that. I ended up having to buy a stuffed polar bear to snuggle because I just missed Samantha so bad. And Nick was like, dadgummit, just get the stuffed bear and get over it. Like, you're ruining my trip. All those tears for Samantha. So, we made it through with the stuffed polar bear. That little polar bear got me through. So, yeah, okay, first of all, y'all, shocker.
First of all, she's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to come back and do my shipping for Q4. She's like, the rest of the year just sucks. I'm just going on vacation. I'm just going to come back and suck up all the Q4 sales.
That's right. Hey, you should have seen me listening like a beast before we left. Get it up, get it up. So listen, so this time, I think most of you know, Libby and I share our online account. Well, not share. Libby owns the online account. I list in Consignment, so my business
share it
through Consignment. Well, I don't want to sound like
you make me sound like I'm some kind of ogre boss.
You're the boss, bitch. It's okay.
That's right, boss. I'm giving you the credit of owning your business. You own it. I do not own it, but we do work together well. So anyway, typically, when we go on vacation together, if we're gone at the same time, we can put the stores on vacation, as most of you know. Well, when it's me going without Libby, I'm not going to say put it on vacation for 2 weeks and you suffer while I suffer,
Well, 3 weeks, but who's
3
counting?
weeks. Okay.
Who's counting?
Who were the real ones crying the whole time? Let's be real here.
You better get back now. So anyway, I decided that I was going to make new business plans, and I'm sure most of you have business policies in your eBay. If not, highly recommended. Highly recommended. Which I had spent the last couple of months cleaning up from all the policy disaster, all of my policies. I love it now. Everything's beautifully organized in there. When you go in our business policies, PA and North Carolina look pretty. So I made 2.
It really does. It's beautiful.
Isn't it? Like, we don't go.
Yeah.
There's no page 2 anymore in business policies. It all fits on
Right.
one page.
I know. I love it.
So anyway, I decided to make 2 new business policies just for vacation that were 20-day shipping. So got to wait 20 days, then I'm going to ship it to you. I thought, well, I won't get sales, but at least I'm not like, to end everything would just be so hard because I still haven't gotten everything moved over to list perfectly. Probably about half of my items have gone, but all the pre-list perfectly stuff, I just haven't had time to go through the process. So I would have to unlist all of those items, and ain't nobody got time for that. So I decided to go with the 20-day shipping. So I flip it on the day before, and daggum, I mean, sales started going. Libby texts me and she's like, if I only knew changing your business policy to 20-day shipping was going to.
Right. All of a sudden she's getting like all these like fairly high-end sales. And I'm like, what the heck? All we have to do is say 20-day handling time,
Right?
and people automatically want our stuff. Yeah.
Right? I mean, I was selling like $300 necklace, a $200 craft set. Like, I mean, things, I was like, holy moly. What was you, Samantha? So in our group text, Libby made a comment. Samantha goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to go change my shipping time.
Yep.
And so in the end, I did well during that vacation time, but obviously not as well as had I been here. I mean, when I take it and divide it between the weeks gone, yes, I do make more money when I'm here. But what I want you to know is it doesn't go away if you change your shipping policy. If you have to do it for a vacation, do it, because you do still get the sales. We came home and had 23 items to ship the day we got home. Had I pulled all that, I'd have nothing to ship.
Yeah. So many other platforms just shut everything off and you don't have an option. So that's good.
So that's where those business policies, I'm telling you, they are the jam. The fact that I can create that.
Like, we didn't do automatic messages like we did, like we used to do, right? Like a lot of people do automatic messages saying I'm away until such and such. We didn't do that. We had, I think I answered 2 messages, people wondering when their item was going to ship. And to those people, I responded, yes, it'll ship in, if you didn't see the handling time, we're happy to cancel if you needed this in a hurry. No one canceled. Everybody was like, oh, great. Have a nice vacation. Now, I didn't say I wasn't the one actually on vacation, but that's okay. It was surprisingly fine. Yeah. And minimal effort, right? Like I didn't really have to do anything other than send those 2 messages.
All right, now let me ask you this, because I do miss things. I'm not as detail oriented as the 2 of you are. So when I made my new business policy, is this a new part of business policies, or has this always been there and I missed it? Here's what I'm going to say. Back in the past, when I was moving items from one business policy to the other, I would have to check those items, pull them into a bulk listing, and then go through and switch them out. Now, all I have to do is hit the little drop down of that business policy. Like I open the North Carolina business policy priority, hit the drop down, and just move them all to North Carolina 20-day priority. Was that always an option? It was that quick.
Isn't it beautiful? It's been there for at least a year.
Yeah.
It's been there for a while.
Y'all, I have been wasting so much time.
Now, my question is,
I could have helped you through that. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were doing it in a weird way like that.
Well, that was the way you had me do it a couple of years ago, like when I first started.
Okay, yeah.
So that's how I've always done it, because I didn't. And this other, I went and I was like, what is this beautiful drop down?
It's so nice. When I switched from calculated to flat rate, it was so nice just being able to pull. I mean, some of them, other ones I had to go one by one, depending on the weight, and move them.
Right.
But moving all my first class into my 1 pounder less one, like 2 seconds. Oh, the only thing that doesn't go over is ones that have offers. So I leave it in like a day or
couple of days later. Yep. And that's what I did a couple of days later. So same thing when I got home, moved them back. A couple of days later, moved them all. So now they're all back in, and I deleted those 20-day policies and they're gone.
So my question is, why didn't you just change your business your policy to different handling times instead of making it totally separate.
I did not want that. I wanted them to be separate. To me, it organizes my mind better if I keep my permanent.
Oh, like a vacation mode kind of thing. When it's in here, it's on vacation. When it's back in, we're back for business.
Right. And then because my vacation times differ. Sometimes I'm a week, sometimes I'm 20 days plus, and so I'll just make new ones each time. Whenever I need one, I'll make it.
That makes sense.
And then boom, be done. So
I get that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out there that if you don't have to go on vacation and can do the extended shipping for all your items, you will still make great sales during that time. And I know people still do when they go on vacation, but I felt like this was a lot more that sold by having the later shipping versus the vacation.
Blows my mind.
Wrong, but yeah.
So there's a theory out there that people should put their store on vacation mode or change their handling for at least a couple days every month to boost sales. Have you heard?
Oh my God. Can I give you a tinfoil hat? Can I give you a tinfoil hat? This is like crazy. Said,
when this happened,
I'm not entertaining this.
Libby, when all this happened in the car, when all the sales were coming through, Nick goes, "Dadgummit, did you tell Libby I told you every time you switch policies like this for vacation, we get sales? Did you tell her this is a thing?"
I know some people that do it like every other Friday. They'll just switch it on and then they'll switch it off the next day.
Nick now swears by it. And he said, "I've said this in
the
past.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm telling you it's true."
Hi, Myra.
Hello.
It's conspiracy hour.
Yeah, conspiracy hour. I'm giving you guys both tinfoil hats, and I'm going to send one for your husband too, Molly. This is ridiculous.
In a couple hours, all of our phones will go off.
This behavior.
Do we want to talk about that conspiracy as well?
But gosh, was it nice to go and unplug. That was a beautiful thing to be gone and fully just unplug.
So do you feel relaxed and rested and ready to work, or do you feel like it's hard to get back into things?
No, I think by the end of this, I was ready. I did have a little, shock and awe by putting it all back on and getting the notifications back on. Like, okay, here we are. But no, I was ready by the end. That was a long time to be gone. And it was very relaxing, but I was ready. I was, 3 days before coming home, 4 days, but I'm like, I'm ready to get home. Like it's time.
Well, 11 more days and you'll be leaving again.
I know. I'm going to be going again.
So do you want to make the announcement that you're going to put in the boss reseller group what we did yesterday? This is kind of cool.
Are you talking about the reservation?
Yeah.
All right. You're hearing it here first, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in.
First Monday of Boss, which is the 16th? I gotta look at my calendar. 16th, Monday the 16th. We have reserved a big cabana by the pool. That would be the pool with the Shark Tank, Tank pool. We've reserved a cabana for people to come together, meet and greet, and have some fun by the pool. Not mandatory to put your suit on and swim. You can come in your shorts and just hang out and have a drink, but there is always food available, drinks available, and we are going to have some fun that day. If you're there early enough that Monday, just meet and greet and talk and chat and having a drink, and before Monday night's shenanigans. So, and Vicki and Katie and Teresa are aware and gave the big thumbs up approval for the Consignment Chats sponsored poolside cabana meet and greet.
Cabana. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was so neat last year. I mean, Consignment Chats didn't reserve it. It was like a group reservation last year that we all chipped in. But it was so nice to just hang out and meet people like before we went over to the Blind Center. And yeah, I made some really cool friends there. Faith and Paul, which are
oh my gosh. That was where we really got to bond with them, was because of the pool cabana. Yeah.
My reseller Jeannie.
All right. So I just have to say one cool thing that happened last month in September that is going to be amazing. It is amazing is that my reseller Jeannie is consignment ready. I've been checking out their program and how they are ready. So if you are reseller using my Reseller Genie, if you are interested in my Reseller Genie and you want to always make sure you're consignment ready, they have the tool. If you have a couple consigners and you're not ready to invest in like full-blown consignment software like Samantha and I use, this will manage it, and it is pretty amazing, and the payouts, and this is your answer. And I'm just so proud of my Reseller Genie and Faith and Paul. You can check out the link in our show notes if you're interested, but check it out and you will be consignment ready. You will have, so, you know, whether you're a reseller and you just want to be able to handle that, if somebody says, hey, can you sell my stuff?
And they'll say it just
You're
like
ready.
that. Just like that.
Yeah.
Exactly how it's going to come across.
Except they'll be carrying a big garbage bag full of stuff. Yeah.
Stuff. I feel like Link Lady's going to pop up a link in a minute because we do have a code for that will get you a discount. And I feel like Samantha, the Link Lady, is about to pop that up.
Absolutely. How did you know?
You're usually just right smack on top of that. Yeah.
All right. So I want to know, Jill, Don said his sales are inching up. I don't know. Do you have like a quantitative measurement of that, Don? Myra, I kind of want to know how things are going with you. Jill, like, what are your sales like? I can tell you. All right. I'm just going to be totally honest here. I thought because of how hard I was working that September was going to be incredible, right? Like I was going to be back at my pre-move levels and things were going to be good. And I felt good about things because I was working really, really hard. Yeah, my numbers weren't great. I was down about 10% from, I'm going to compare it to June because that was kind of like pre-move time, down about 10% from there, but which is still not a bad number because last month it's up about 20% from last month, which was abysmal. Last year was on
y'all are going to think,
yeah.
Y'all are going to think that I put Don's quote up, his statement up there because of the statement itself, but it's really for the picture. I just think it's
so cute. Like if you haven't joined listing parties, go ahead. You will get Don all the time. It's great. The Don. Sorry.
The Don.
I just put our link to List Perfectly as well because they have some awesome promos going on right now with their new plans. And that is why he is on 5 platforms now, is because he was branching out via List Perfectly.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which my numbers kind of, all right, guys, this is going to be record breaking, groundbreaking. Are you ready for this? eBay, 73% of my sales. Poshmark, 13%. I've been consistently hitting about 6%, 13%. All right. So it's increasing thanks to you guys. And I am sticking with it. Shopify was about 9% and direct sales are about 5%. So my eBay percentage has kind of decreased fairly significantly. Poshmark has increased, which, you know, is good and bad because the fees are higher. I pay more in fees, but stuff is selling. And yeah, so that's kind of where I ended September. And I think October, I think Poshmark is going to stay a pretty steady percentage because I believe that eBay is going to pick up a little bit more than it has. But yeah. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? Are you proud of me for sticking with Poshmark, or do you think it's a mistake?
There's a little bit of proud, but quite a bit of shock. I'm still trying to understand all that. I know.
Yeah.
Well, she had an eBay issue last week. I don't remember what it was, but I said it was because they found out that she was dating Poshmark. I mean, that's why she's getting.
Well, that's what I told her when she started doing it, and I couldn't get a thing. I was listing so much every day, and nothing was selling. And she was getting all the Poshmark sales, and I'm like, "Dadgummit, you've gone and pissed off eBay by going back and dating Poshmark, and now eBay's jealous, and now I'm not getting any sales."
Oh man.
Yeah. So Jill she had a record month. That's awesome.
Yay.
Wow, Jill. Great. So I'm curious now because Jill always does fairly well on Poshmark. Makari, I think, has been up and down for her, but I'm kind of curious about like your just general percentages. Doesn't have to be like 63.679.
Let's
So-
give a clap out for this one right here. 14,000.
Woo!
Now, and I want to put it out there. Don't let that, if you have 200, you do not feel bad. That is you and it is good. Don't let this 14,000 get you.
Amen.
It is where
You
he
go
is.
back
You're
and you listen to our
celebrating him.
comparison episode. You go
Yes.
back and you listen to our comparison episode.
We are celebrating him, but that doesn't mean what you're doing isn't wonderful too.
Yes. All right. Did you put Myra's comment up there?
I did back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
but you were
I know
talking.
I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So that's true. So
I do
my
too.
September was worse than my August. But then I went and did the year-to-year one, so the same month last year, and I'm up like 120% or whatever. That was just when I looked on eBay. So yes, it can be meh this year. This year is meh for sure. But
Meh.
there's
Meh.
progress. We're still growing. We're still doing good.
Higher than last year. I mean, that's really something to celebrate because we are comparing, apples to apples when you go back and look at last year, same
Right.
month last
Time
year.
frame.
Yeah.
This is one place that comparison is acceptable, y'all.
To yourself. You can compare to yourself and your prior sales. Molly will allow that.
I will allow that.
And then
Yes.
definitely I want to just say, like, you see the sales where you put effort in, because I hardly listed anything in my auction group this past month, because I'm getting a lot of stuff from estate sales, like a lot of unique things that need to be out there in front of billions of people, not in front of my little couple thousand people. So I haven't been as focused on that, but that was a huge chunk. Like, all summer long, that's been like 40% of my sales. And then to have it drop down to, I think it was less than, it was so much less. It was only 6% of my sales last month.
Your local?
Yes, my local.
Down from, you were like, how high was it? You were kind of cutting out there for a second. It was like 60. It was
like in the 40-50%. Yeah. Like it was around half of my sales. And yeah, it's just all about what you put out there, because I didn't put a lot out there. So I didn't get a lot off my website, or I definitely didn't get anything on the action group because I hardly put anything in there. So it definitely was
So that's an awesome segue to something I need to apologize for, which was when Samantha and I did our eBay Open 2023 recap. Go back, check it out. We did it live right after eBay Open last week. I could not remember what Lori Ann Wong, what her quote was, Reflections of Trinity. Ken the Hustle Bee was kind enough to let me know what it was. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. He's so sweet. It was, where your focus goes, the energy flows.
Yes.
Where your focus goes, the energy flows. And that is exactly what you just said. So, Molly, I know you didn't see the recap yet, but it was one of those things where Laurie said that, and I was like, oh, I'll remember that. That's incredible. That's so, and then we're on the recap, and I'm like, it's something about energy. I don't know.
That's what that's a me move, Libby. That's a Molly move. I'm feeling t-shirt coming, but yeah, we need to reach out on that one. That's a great quote.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was that whole ending segment of eBay Open was just so amazing. Just the energy in general. It doesn't matter if you remember the words or not. The energy and feeling the community and everything right then was just great.
Yeah.
So my Poshmark was at 14% of my sales.
Okay.
And Mercari was 11%.
Oh, wait, you did beat me. Okay. Yeah.
What?
11?
Yeah, my Mercari is bumping up. Now, I did have one big sale on there, which UPS actually lost. So UPS is going to pay me. Mercari will not let me cancel it yet because they might pay me as well. I might get double paid for something that UPS lost. I don't think Mercari is going to end up paying me because I do my own shipping and I click the little box that says I am not covered. However, they're saying that I should probably be reimbursed. So even though I told them
It wasn't that Canon, was it? What was it?
no, it was the Christmas tree. I sold that Christmas tree that I had bought for $9.99 last year during the Walmart clearance. It retails for $99, and Teresa had told me to list it higher. So thank you, Teresa Cox. I sold it for $125, and yeah, and it was only going to Ohio. So Michigan to Ohio, like it's only like a 10-hour drive. People, come on. But
I could speak it myself.
yeah, exactly. But they lost it. So, which, yeah.
Only a 10-hour drive. Can you even believe she said that? Molly, you and I are only like 8 hours apart, and it feels like
I'd be at one of your houses.
Only a 10-hour drive. Those people that is not
bad for me, because when we lived in Philly and used to go home to Hilton Head, it was always 11 hours. So we were kind of used to that, you know, taking an 11-hour drive. I just want to put Jill's up here for it in the back.
Yeah.
There's a Macari, Posh, and eBay.
Wow, Jill, I'm so excited to see you focusing on eBay, because I knew when you put your focus there, the money was going to come and the sales were going to come on eBay. I'm really excited and happy to see that. Sorry, Poshmark, but
and she's just been working her butt off. She's so good.
She's a machine.
Yeah,
she is.
Yeah.
A machine.
Absolutely.
Did you give your eBay numbers and I was in my head, or
no, I don't think I did say my actual eBay number. My eBay was 63%. So it's up because that's what I was focusing on. Right? I was focusing on eBay, Poshmark Macari, and I set up Etsy back in June. Dawn sat in the hotel lobby and helped me figure it all out. And I had a total of 5 things listed on Etsy. And I remained only having a total of 5 things listed on Etsy until last week, when Dawn called me out a little bit and said, "What the heck, Samantha?" So I never realized how many things in my inventory qualify for Etsy. Like, I have a lot of vintage things. So I now have 130 something, 33 or something on Etsy. And I almost made a sale. It was very close.
That was my next question. Have you made a sale yet on Etsy?
So I had an Avon advent calendar that I had got at a rummage sale for 50 cents. And I had it listed for 110, and it sold on eBay. And like a minute later, I was getting messages on Etsy asking about it, and they wanted to, and I said, "I'm sorry, this just sold." And they said, "Yes, I think my daughter's trying to purchase it. I'm just curious about the little mouse," or whatever they were asking about. And then they wanted to know if I had extras, and I'm like, no, it's sold on eBay. It's already, well, I'll pay more. It was listed for a week, and then within minutes, people were fighting over it. But I almost made an Etsy sale. It was close.
Wow. You would have made an Etsy sale. So is that the same one you were talking about with our release today with Aaron?
Yes.
Reseller newsletter?
Oh. My funky picture. I was trying. There were so many listed, and they have amazing sell-through. So like, no matter what, it would have sold. But I was just trying to be a little different because I listed a little bit higher than some of them. And so I took a picture of the mouse. The most important part that a lot of them don't come with was the mouse with the calendar in the background. And the person that did buy it on eBay was excited. And she said she was excited because she knew for a fact it came with the mouse, because that was the first thing she noticed. So everybody else who had to click and find out.
I just want to rewind for a minute and shine the spotlight on the fact that you said, and I quote, "Dawn gave me a hard time."
He pulled a Samantha.
Somebody gave Samantha a hard time.
Thank you from all of us, the Dawn. Thank you, the Dawn. Yes.
The Dawn. And look.
Hi, Embra.
Hi,
Embra. Hi.
It worked. Oh.
That's Jill's granddaughter, and she's adorable.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you haven't watched, we just released it this morning, our spotlight with Aaron Brantley of the Reseller newsletter. I mean, we had so much fun recording this yesterday. I mean, I had tears running down my face at certain points because we were laughing. And it was so funny because we thought, all right, well, we're interviewing him. He's a really nice guy. He does a newsletter. It just wasn't what I expected. He is such a wealth of knowledge and just such a phenomenal person.
Oh,
It's
yes.
funny.
Y'all, it was so much fun. So much fun. Oh, what is this? She says we're on the wrong screen.
So Jill's office, she has like 2 computers going and a TV, you know, she watches all the different things. I'm normally on Listing Party with List Perfectly, and I'm on the computer screen over here. But if she's watching YouTube, I'm probably like up here, and it's probably very confusing.
It's confusing. Yes.
Oh, I want to see a setup of that in the community, Jill.
Right?
Like, I'm kind of curious now. That's, oh my God, I would be
Yeah.
on sensory overload. I
So I
almost
was
had a
about to say,
meltdown from eBay Open. Yeah.
that setup goes against everything Libby believes. There is no such thing as multitasking. That is a multitasking setup right there.
Right.
That
Maybe
setup-
there is. Maybe just
Listen,
it's not a thing for me.
It's not a
I
thing
was
for you,
meltdown last week.
Molly and I would love it.
Clearly, Jill knows how to multitask. I
Yeah.
mean,
Clearly.
I could use a
clearly.
couple TVs up here.
No. You know,
I'm trying to watch eBay
not-
Open last week. I almost had like a mental like break, like trying to multitask. Like my stress level was so high. My anxiety was so high trying to do that. It was horrible for me.
Okay,
Horrible.
let's be real though. Like last week, I know Jill feels the same. Like last week was weird. I don't know if it was the weird moon alignments or I don't know what, but a lot of us just felt off. And I am not into all that astrology, and I don't have my little tinfoil hat on again. But I'm
sorry, y'all. It's all
last
because
week
I
was
left
just
the country.
weird. Yeah,
It's all because I left the country. I set you all up.
threw everything off completely. Yep.
Wow.
She always has so many things going. That's a lot.
Yeah, here's a question. Do you guys have, or have you seen the TVs where you can do the screen and screen? You can have like the big flat screen TV, but watch like 4 shows at one time, kind of like what we look like right now on the screen, but it's like 4 things going on at one time. I cannot. My husband will put 4 different sporting events on at one time.
I was just gonna say I could do that with football.
Oh my God, I can't. It absolutely drives my brain insane. And he's like, well, you'll go to a sports bar where there's, and I go, yes, but each TV has one game. So I can watch one TV and ignore the rest. But when you put all that going on one, oh Lord.
So Don has like a 44 or 46 inch monitor.
Mm-hmm.
And so he can do that just on his computer screen. He just has so many windows open that he can do it all. Yeah, that's a lot. I could do it with sports, though. I agree with Nick that that's 49-inch monitor. I think he gets bigger every time he tells me about it.
Wow, like
story.
I can't even. I know how you guys get so much stuff done now. Like that's why, because you can do that.
My brain.
I work in, as the ladies like to lovingly call it, I work in serial killer silence.
It's true.
I have to even work in silence because I can't listen to a podcast. I can't watch YouTube. I have to 100% focus on what I'm doing.
Now, that being said, I focus better on my listings when I have music or people chattering in the background. However, do I have to listen to that podcast twice sometimes? Absolutely.
Thank you. I was going to say, I can't follow content when I'm working that I have to focus on because I can't do that and do this. But I can put music on.
Yeah,
I can put music on all day long. But what I can't do is work in serial killer silence. I cannot. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely quiet for me. I've got to have something. If I put a TV on in the background that's got some nonsense, so there's something talking, something going.
I need chatter. Otherwise, I look for chatter. Like I can't focus. I'll need something to distract me, or I don't know what it is. But something.
I wish I could do podcasts or YouTube videos while I'm working because I'd be up to date on a lot more of what people do. Dead silence is a killer for me, Tom.
So I get it. The Don, that's funny.
She has
no.
Lord. She's a serial killer in the silence. I listen to 48 Hours about serial killers. So that's the
Yes, me too. Me
I've
too.
got some new information from my therapist, I think, here. Maybe that's why people always tell me I'm like way too intense, like that I'm too intense.
Yeah,
Maybe my
maybe.
focus is too like many people have told me I'm just too intense. Like they don't
Well,
like to spend
But you
time
know
with
what you
me.
said?
people tell me that I'm abrasive, but whatever. Whatever.
We are who we are.
Right, we are who we are. Right.
You're not
I'm
doing
going to
it.
continue to
people
be
or you're
intense.
You're either our people or you're not. This is why it's good that the three of us are together, because we all bring a little bit to the table to make people, if they're uncomfortable with one thing, we've got another to soften that, or blah, 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 blah.
Done. So we video every night, and apparently that's how I help you.
Oh, you do you? Isn't that nice? I didn't know that. Wow.
We have a
Does
little
Poshmark know?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So let's see what other kind of. So I went to a rummage sale. I mentioned the Avon thing. I went to a rummage sale. Which I have hardly went to any garage sales. My spreadsheet for
What up
expenses-
there as a Youper, what constitutes a rummage sale and what distinguishes it from a garage sale?
That's true. This
I'm
was a
looking for
legit
rummage sale,
church.
right?
This was a legit church rummage sale in a church basement. Very small, maybe like a dozen tables tops. And a lot of it was left from last year because I remember running comps and seeing some of the stuff already, like some TVs that were like I'm always blinking, I'm sorry. And so it wasn't at first I walked in and went, okay. Well, my husband got to talking and with somebody that was there, and I ended up looking at every table, I think about 3 times. And I think I ran a comp on like everything that was in there. And I spent $23 there. And I came home and did like 15 or 16 listings, whatever the listings were, it came out to about $1.55 per listing for cost of goods.
Yep.
And there was over $800 worth of listings. And I've already sold over $200 worth of stuff, and it's only been a week and a half.
Whoop, whoop. Love it.
Yes. So that doesn't happen. Like if I could do that all the time, I could see where people source a lot, but that's not going to happen again for another year. So
yeah,
but it was exciting.
You got me looking for rummage sales now, because I don't ever see. We had rummage sales growing up. We had, like, I know what I've been to rummage sales, but for some reason, since I've been in Greensboro, I've never seen a rummage sale, like a church sale sign or advertisement. It's always just community yard sales, and estate sales. And I want to find one, because I tell you, there's so much good to be found in so many of them. And the pricing is 90% of the time stellar pricing.
Yeah, so this one last year was by donation, and I always feel terrible, like I'm not giving them enough, and so this year I walked in and they actually had everything priced, and it was great because I just started making a box, and then it was a pile, and the ladies there were like, oh, that looks like $20, and I'd add something, and they're like, oh, that looks like $1, and I'm like, but it says $5, and they're like, it looks like $1. I ended up giving them a couple extra dollars, and they were super great about everything. They just wanted stuff out of there.
I love that Dawn speaks my language. Rummage is the bestest. I love
it. My son and I hit some really good ones last year in the town we lived in, because it's pretty much all churches, like rural churches, and So I found go ahead.
Well, I just found in our area recently that a couple of the churches had huge, like I didn't even know the one had a gymnasium, but apparently the gymnasium was filled. I saw an aerial picture. It looked amazing. They only advertised within their church Facebook group and their church community. Like they had a church flyer, and they didn't advertise to the public. They didn't the day of they put a sign out front. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, look. Dog baby.
He is. Chihuahuas, people either love them excessively or hate them. I don't care which camp you're in. My dog is not. He's a terrible dog, but I love him more than anything.
He's a little jerk, but he's your little jerk.
She's got him and she loves him and adores him, and then every now and then she go, "Oh no, I'm scared to death of him."
No, I'm scared to death of him. Don't get me wrong. I'm scared of my own dog, and he's like 7 pounds. Yeah, scared to death. But yeah.
Just wait as he gets older and loses his teeth, because our Chihuahua, we had 3 when I was a kid, and Pickles, the one that would always ankle bite, I called her a land piranha. She lost her teeth, so then it was okay because she was only gumming you as you went down the hallway.
Grandma shark
Grandma.
And now everybody has that song stuck in their head.
For the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Samantha. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey, your cup. Like, I saw the picture you posted during eBay Open on social media with the cup, and I was like, oh my God, I love the cup. And then I got our mail comes the next day, and I had a cup in the mail.
Aren't we so great? We all got them because we're their biggest fans.
I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh.
We're super fans. Yeah.
Samantha must have bought herself a cup. I got to get one of those. And lo and behold,
I just like
Samantha won them for us. Actually, we are only
sympathy
cups. We only got sympathy cups, Molly. You and I.
Is that what they are? They're sympathy cups. Well, you know what you have to do with the sympathy cup, though? Sympathy cups specifically have to be filled with alcohol. They can't have anything else. If it's a sympathy cup.
All right.
It can only hold wine, vodka. Yeah, we're stuck.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
When you see me at Boss Reseller Remix with my sympathy cup, after the first day, I'll get through our presentation and the things that we're committed to, and then I'll carry my sympathy cup.
Yeah. I always I just love what Joe and Nicole do in that Reseller Showdown. I mean, I learned stuff when I'm watching it, but it's
absolutely.
just my Nana. You guys will always hear me talk about my Nana because she was the wisest person I've ever met in my life. And she just had like great life advice. And she would always say, like, laughter is the most important thing. Like, you know.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
And I think like I leave that Reseller Showdown and I'm always laughing and it just inspires me. Yeah.
Is there one tomorrow? Is this the week?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yep.
Tomorrow, Thursday.
There'll be Samantha, let's not ignore what's on the board here. I'm curious.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, I don't remember if I mentioned it in the live last week or in one of our parties or where.
But something we're able to discuss online.
So, well, Libby and I already discussed it, but you have to be filled in. Oh, hi, Mom. So I got this cup in the mail and I immediately took it for a walk when we were walking the dog, and I had to have Bill hold it for a minute because my dog's huge and she's a lot. And he held it and he goes, I'd flip that. Are you going to put a sticker of my face on here? And I'm like, what? And he goes, because you'd flip me or something along those lines. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But what's good about that is that he got the whole I'd flip that.
He understood.
Yes, he understood.
Well, meanwhile, my mom was here when I got my cup and she was like, she's like, that's so cute. I love that because she loves the Reseller Showdown as well. And she goes, yeah, you'd flip anything, wouldn't you?
Mom.
She's popular. Libby's popular.
It was cute. And I was like, yeah.
Single and ready to mingle.
Yikes.
Your mom just knows you're the best reseller there is.
Yeah,
the best.
I think it was said with pride too. She did have some pride when she said it. Yeah, I just couldn't correct it.
She can say it with pride now that her grandchildren are out of the house and in college. Because before that, she was too scared because she was scared at some point you were going to sell the kids. So
yes, that is true.
Now that they're out and on their own, she would be so proud of your.
Yep. All right, so I put some stuff out for free. I cleaned out. I don't know if you guys, who's ever in the community, you might have seen. I posted a picture. It was my goal to get my garage cleaned out. I mean, it was just literally, I moved here and the furniture and stuff and personal stuff and everything was just dumped in the garage. So I cleaned it out over the course of, I think it was a Saturday afternoon. I had some fun putting this stuff out for free in front of my parents live next door, and they have like, it's right on the highway. So I put stuff out in front of their house for free, and then we got to peek and see who came to get it. It was so much fun.
You just did it. That's exactly what I'm picturing. Her and Jane.
My mom texts me and she's like, oh, do you see somebody's there for the bike or somebody's there for the trunk or the chair? Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah.
Oh, this is sweet. I love that, Becky.
Yes,
Love
absolutely.
Yes.
We have so much fun.
I only imagine the curtain pull because I'm going to miss the curtain pull. I've been doing it a lot lately for all these construction workers, but I won't be able to put curb things out here anymore. But instead, my friend lives on the other street on the other side, and I think I'll still be able to put things in front of her house. And then we can sip and curtain pull together. It'll be fun.
Oh,
that little break. Wait, so even when the construction's done, you're not going to be able to have people pull up in front of your house and do
so I'm right at the cusp of the roundabout. So there's no parking spots. They moved my curb out like another 4 feet and took all the parking spots away. So my whole block on this side, there's no parking, there's no nothing. It's just coming out of the roundabout on this side. So I don't want to cause a hazard and have people stop there.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a church across the street. On the weekends.
That church is so cute, by the way. Every time you post a picture and I can see that little white church, it's so cute.
Thanks. Yeah, it's cute. And there's a huge maple tree behind it that's changing colors right now, and it's so pretty.
Love, love, love. Love it.
Love fall. Yes.
Yes.
Wow. So what do we have to look forward to for this? I mean, we have Q4, so I start at my 6 a.m. wake up.
You go, girl.
Yeah. I got to get into that because I am like cutting her real close. Yesterday, Bill ran to the post office for me. Monday, I took my stuff to the post office because there was a lot of boxes, and I know my mail lady walks a long stretch. And for some reason, if I put them out in like an eBay or List Perfectly, like an IKEA bag, she won't take the bag with her. Like I trust her to bring it back. And they don't leave bins or anything, which would be hard for her to carry anyways. So. So if I have like a lot of boxes and stuff, I've been taking them to the post office, but otherwise, I don't know where I was going with that. I totally lost it because now I'm just thinking about fall. So there's that.
Sorry.
So you won't take the IKEA or List Perfectly bags.
She won't take the bags. I haven't put in. Oh, this morning I had like mostly clothing items. I know she could handle them, but it was one of those like, has she left me an email yet? Did I make it? I never know what time she can be here, and it's way earlier than it used to be. So I need to, now that I have daily stacks of packages, I need to be better about getting up early enough. I was doing them the night before, but now things are selling in the middle of the night again.
Yeah. So, all right, I have to say it's not what you're going to expect, but I was feeling like, oh God, how am I going to do this? Like, am I up for it again this year? Like my Q4 madness. Mm-hmm. And then I saw a video, like right as I was thinking that, Angie Resells put out this cute little reel saying how she wasn't a morning person, but she's been getting up at, I don't know, 8 now, whatever, earlier than she normally would, and how productive she was. And she totally gave me the inspiration to just, all right, Livy, you got this. You got this. And it's so cool to get stuff done, but I might actually make a listing party mastermind call because my shipping will be done.
Wow.
I might. Yeah.
I honestly have been no problem to List Perfectly. Their calls are fantastic. I've been thinking about us doing our own Consignment Chats morning call. Just like a quick, 15 minutes. Patreon members come in. We have a quick, boom, how's your day going? Let's do this. Doesn't have to be round table or specific goals. Just a quick, everybody check in. We're doing good. I don't know. That might be a lot, though. That sounds like a lot. We'll wait until after Boss before Samantha decides. If that, I should that.
We'll wait until Molly gives her a beat down at Boss.
You guys don't have to. You don't even have to do it. It would be just a thing for me, so I have something to check into and do. and be
I
accountable.
think that's fine.
Because Molly and I would check in we used to check in almost every morning.
Right.
So why not like spread the love? Because
Yeah.
one person's always up and one person's like usually like dragging, and
if I can't get out, what I would do, like if I can't get out of bed in the morning and I'm having a hard time, I go, I'll call Libby and I'll go, okay, help me get out of bed. And that's what she'll be like, okay, what are you doing today?
No. So Dawn's having a conniption over here because 9 a.m. in Arizona time is 6 a.m. and he is wondering what your problem is.
What is Dawn, when do you sleep? You're up nights with Samantha on listing party. You're up at 5 a.m. Like what?
Okay, wait a minute. If Jill, I got to change subjects. If Jill will join Patreon, we're going to do it because I want Jill.
All right, there we go. We're doing it. We're doing it.
I love Jill time. We're going to
I
figure
don't
it out.
want to take away from Liz Perfectly's mastermind, so we'll have to
figure out. Yeah.
Jill is going to, I haven't told you yet, Molly, but Jill is going to come the Friday of Boss, and she is going to come spend the day with us, whatever we are doing that day, whatever. I know.
I told her because I was so excited. Good. I'm sorry.
So she's going to come hang out with us, and then maybe we'll brainstorm with Jill on how we can make this work.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like a 5-minute like daily like motivational check-in. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got so many
Jill can do both. That's right, Jill. Wow. Rub it in.
Oh, Jill.
There you go, Libby. 10 p.m.
Right,
to 5 a.m.
All right. That's good. All right.
She's just worried about you getting enough sleep. That's all.
I was 14,000 listings. Like
he also
literally
naps.
up to 5 a.m. What the heck?
He's also very good about naps, which I tease him for, but it gives him a good balance. He'll take a little nap.
Oh, don't tease a nap. Don't ever tease a nap.
Honestly, I'm jealous. But Libby reminded me that last winter I was taking like noontime lunch baths because, like it's a good way to like warm up and relax. And I stopped this summer because it was hot and ridiculous. But we're supposed to get snow this weekend. And I think lunchtime baths are going to start again. That's a good idea.
Listen, I nap every afternoon. I'm like you, Don. Every afternoon, I will go, and about 2:00, I'm like, that's my hit my wall time. And I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and fight it and be like yawning every 2 seconds. Why? I'm not doing well with what I'm doing when I can't keep my eyeballs open. So I just go, hit the couch, take a nap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm down for 8 hours. Don't tease me with the bath in the middle of the day or a nap. Like, no, I guess that leads like I'm all in. I'm intense, right? Like if I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
If I'm
usually
working, I'm working.
I nap like 20 minutes to an hour, depending on how tired I am. But I can do a 20-minute nap and wake up ready to roll. Like if
I keep it to 20 to 30 minutes, I can wake up refreshed. Anything over that, and I feel like I wasted my whole day and I'm an absolute slug afterwards. Sunny,
I love it.
That is me from about 1 a.m. to about 7. That's my 6-hour nap. That's what I do every day. We got this.
I'm gonna start napping like Sunny.
All right, Sunny, we need the status on that Money Mountain, buddy. We need the status there. Sorry to call you out, but I need to know how it's going. I didn't see before pictures, so maybe you posted them and I missed it. That's totally possible, but yeah.
But Libby, the way you're rubbing his ear and head, it looks like it's like a magic lamp, and you're waiting for the.
He's like a stress
ball. Bring in the sales. Bring in the sales. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
That's your lucky sales dog.
Her entire dog is the size of my dog's head.
Don bet Libby sleeps in dead silence.
Actually, I fall asleep to Seinfeld every night because I'm a Seinfeld junkie. What? Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
I really do think you need to talk to your therapist about that. That's another level of psychology.
Everybody, give Sunny a round of applause.
Yes. Good job.
Wow.
Yes. That's impressive.
So happy to hear that. That must feel real. Now, did you get the before pictures? We were on a listing party yesterday, and I have to say, I'll do that off camera, Don.
I feel a reel coming out of this. I feel a reel.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We were safe from reels for like almost a month. You were gone and we could do whatever we wanted and not worry about there being.
Do I have to go back and look?
No, we didn't do anything while you were gone. We didn't do anything while
nothing
you were
happened.
gone. Yeah, I was
We
just
didn't have
like,
to worry
whatever.
about surprise things showing up on Instagram. It was great.
You just wait.
She's
You just
For
wait.
back.
Everybody go check out the one for Aaron today in his red dress.
Oh
Y'all,
my gosh, honestly.
Like Libby said earlier, you've got to watch the episode that dropped today because it's so good. I mean, we
It
like
was
all
so
of our
fun.
episodes, but we just had so much fun yesterday.
So
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I need to share it. I need to share it.
Watch it, share it with your friends.
You will learn how to be an auctioneer. You don't even have to go to auctioneer school. You can just watch the 2 minutes of us trying
That's
to be
right.
auctioneers.
I
Listen,
started
Libby,
practicing
let me
this
do it.
morning.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Libby.
No, I
Do it.
know. I'm still practicing. I started practicing this morning. I'm gonna do a reel of me doing the auctioneer chant because I'm committed to learning that.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I already forgot it. I just know that it goes to a beat and I could dance to it. So if I ever auctioned anything, I would probably do it while dancing.
Oh. Well, I have no rhythm, so that doesn't help me. Yeah.
Well, you got to clap it out. Clap it out. Wait a
I'll
minute.
clap it out. I'll clap it out.
We made a new T-shirt quote last night. Oh, okay. Samantha has to tell us offline. He says.
Yeah, it referred to drugs, and I told him it was inappropriate. I said, that is one of my new favorite quotes. However, you will never see it on a t-shirt.
Not with our business backing, I guess.
No.
Right.
Although,
Yeah.
Don, I'm crazy enough to just do it on our business backing and just put it out there but I
Mm-hmm.
won't for their sake.
No, you won't.
If you do that, I'll show you where the genie pops out of. You're gonna be sorry.
Oh, man, we're getting
Lord,
into
is it?
it. All right.
I think it's getting close to that time.
All right.
All right,
We
so
got
wait,
to list and get to work. Yeah.
Yes, and we've got Boss. Anybody that hasn't gotten tickets for Boss, we want to see you there in person. I cannot believe Shagan still hasn't decided whether he's coming or not. I was chatting with him. I was chatting with him a couple days ago. He's not sure. There was somebody else that was up in the air. Aaron wasn't sure either, which I think he needs to go to the charity thing. But
Yes,
but yeah, like, come on, people, decide. And if you can't make it in person, there are virtual tickets and things will be broadcasted live virtually. So you should definitely soak in that reseller momentum and that mentality all either way. You just got to do it either way.
And Sonny will be a boss.
I hope so. I mean, he lives there.
He does live there. So if he's not there, we're going to go get him.
If he didn't, that would be a little rough. But yeah, that's going to be really fun.
We might drop in and inspect his office and his garage just cuz.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh, Sonny, did you hear the announcement about what Molly did?
Let's do a home invasion, Samantha.
Yeah.
A home invasion video of Samantha of Sonny's place. You can dress in all black and play dun 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 dun. Like
we're gonna come inspect to make sure that Money Mountain is under control. Yeah. All right. So tell Sonny what the deal is with Boss and what we did for Monday.
Oh, Sonny.
Yeah.
We have rented Consignment Chats has rented a cabana out by the pool at the Golden Nugget, the Shark Tank pool, so that people can come in and grab a bite, have a drink. If you want to swim. But we're going to do a little get together and a little meet and greet prior to that evening's meet and greet. So we'd love to have you and that adorable wife, whoever wants to come.
Yes.
Tell Mikey, you guys bring it on. It's fun.
Definitely.
Fun.
Really
so I'm going to post it on the boss page later.
Yeah. So anybody thinking about, like, you can get a last minute probably ticket to even like a flight, probably cheaper than I got my flight, which was absolutely freaking ridiculous. I don't know why, but
probably I made the mistake of looking and they're only about $10 difference from when I booked it before and was like, oh my God, I got to book it now. What?
Oh, Sonny, I'm feeling another reel coming on if he shows up in that.
I'm feeling like maybe the cabana's canceled.
Libby is already uncomfortable. It's done.
Oh
So,
my
yes,
gosh.
any of you going, we would love for you to join us at the pool. I've got it reserved starting at 10 a.m. By I mean we have it reserved by 10 a.m. That Monday morning. It can drop by any time. One of us at least will be there for the majority of that time. If some of us
Yep.
need to go nap or, whatever.
I'll be there in dead silence the whole
I'll be
time.
there in dead silence.
I will be intensely focusing on socializing. So yeah.
I'm just
So-
thinking, like, what a life we live, that this is what we do. We go to further our education and our networking by the pool.
By the pool.
That's amazing. Also,
Right.
don't tell my husband because he's already jealous of my life. So just when he does his CEUs and all his further education for his healthcare career, it's really, really boring.
Yeah.
You got to make it fun. You got to find your people and make it fun.
That's right. All right.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right.
There you go.
Well,
Becky's got a
let's
goal for
get to these
2024.
Q4 listings.
You what?
Let's get to these
sorry.
Q4 listings, man. I
All right,
want
let's
some
get busy,
sales.
y'all.
When I come
Everybody-
back here next month, I'm going to say I had a record-breaking October. So
Okay.
With
All
a
right.
week off in the middle.
A week
All right.
off, your boss.
That's because she's going
All
to change the handling time and it's going to be wonderful.
And
all
then
right,
we're
so
gonna
all
get
right, I just
good.
need to say, like last year, coming back from Boss, Molly and we had COVID.
Oh, yeah.
I was-
Let's not do that.
Really, really sick.
Yeah.
And I had 60, 70 packages to ship.
Mhm.
They were on the 3rd floor of my home. So I literally set a timer for every hour and I would crawl up to the 3rd floor and I'd be like, all right, 2 packages, you can do it. 2 packages, you can do it.
Oh.
So I'm really excited to make a ton of sales while I'm away and feel good when I come back and just get them all shipped.
And we are not bringing COVID back with us. It is staying this time.
We're not. We already had it.
yeah.
We're good. We're good.
We're
Been there,
good.
done that.
We're good.
Many a
Yeah.
time. All right.
Yep.
So if you're going to Voss, we look forward to seeing you. If you are doing virtual, remember to use the code CCHATS, CCHATS, so that you can get $10 off and grab it soon. And yeah, there you go. Love you guys.
All right. Oh, and if you're watching this video, like us, please.
Like us. Thumbs
Damn
up.
it. Why do we always forget that?
Like us. Share us. You know. Cheers.
Cheers.